So here we have the circle plane, and for those that are colourblind, this is my purple circle plane. So again, another 3D printed plane, bit like Grandpa's axe. This thing's had 3 new handles and a new head. So where the motor is out of my Voltigeur, the props are off. The prop is off the Excalibur, and the wheel landing gear is off my Ultimate 2, which had a bit of a misunderstanding with. We've had a bit of a war injury, so it is a Warbird series. So this, so yeah, we had to print it again because I bought it out a couple of weeks ago. Flying around, got a bit impatient like I normally do. Came out, was flying around, having a great time. Came in because I had to come into land because the wind was coming this direction. And I came around the first time and I lost it. I couldn't see, so yeah, stupid. Came around again, misjudged it, and landed near the little brown building there and sort of into the timber sleepers there, and shortened it up a bit, made it the compact version. So we actually broke this all off. So what's original? Motor's original. I had one of these on it, and we can still put one of those on it. That's a propeller off the Tundra, and you can see it's a tiny little bit smaller. It's 13 inch, these are 14 inch props. Well, we're just going to try that so when it lands it doesn't bite in and break the prop, because I've only got one Tundra prop left. So I've got a folding prop on it. This is original, the canopy. The wings are kind of original, had a little bit of a prang there, but all we did when we crashed is we smashed the fuselage up here, and we broke one of these. So these two here are new, cut them off, re-glued them on, so, and then did the whole lot. So what do I like about this plane? It's fun to fly. It is a fast fly. You can't just fly this slow. It's not a glider. Even though it's got 4 wings, I would have thought it would have had a lot more floaty characteristics. But anyway, made my own motor mount on the front there, so can't put a. Well, I'm going to design up a motor cover for it. But anyway, the things that I don't like about these, and don't get me wrong, I'm not having a whinge. I'm just having a whinge. They make, with all these planes, I've got this one, the Eagle. I'll sit down. Got this one, the Eagle, and the Eclipse glider, which previous video absolutely loved, and it's amazing. But what I find is there's a few little hidden trappy bits. So let's go through them very quickly. This thing, you need a spit load of weight in the nose. Now this is normal PLA, which is the blue, and the white is lightweight PLA. So what I've done is I've done this in normal PLA at the front, which is what it says to do, to give it a bit more nose weight. The last fuselage that I had and the one before that was all lightweight, so I've given it the heavier nose, but I still got to put the same amount of weight in the front. The landing gear on it is absolutely crap, so that's hence I put this on. But the landing gear is just too flimsy. Those little circles there are the CG where that is. But the thing that's a real killer with this is when you go to put this hinge pin in, and it goes in from there, so it goes in all the way through here, and rests up in here. It's like 1mm carbon fibre. Now, wouldn't you think they would have opened that up to 2mm? So you could get like a 1.2 or 1.6mm rod in there. But a 1mm, and I've had to make so many of these because what I've done is I've got this stainless steel wire. This is 1.6, and you can see there that's as heavy duty as. I've tried running the wire through to clean the holes out, and I have been somewhat successful with some of them, but sometimes it just gets through and it just wanders off and you end up losing those. So I've actually printed about 5 of these that are all perfect except for the hole through there, because I tried to get away from that. Anyway, all good. Got tail wheel on there. Just got these little wheels from Hobby King. That's a carbon fibre rod because, as I said, I couldn't get a rod small enough to go through down to this servo here, so we'll see how that goes. But this rudder does absolutely 5/8 of nothing in the air, so it's mostly just for steering to take off. This landing gear, I was going to put a bracket in here. The last ones I did, I cut the arms off it, and I just put the bracket over for the sake of this one. I thought, stuff it. So yeah, so we're going to see how this goes. It does fly. I have flown this, not in this configuration, not in the purple, but yeah, it is my purple circle plane. And for those people that are going, that's not purple, the only thing that's not purple on it is this. This is actually red. This is light purple here, and dark purple, and sort of intermediate purple, and really, really deep dark purple up in here. So let's shut up and let's take this thing for a fly, and let's see how we go with it, because it is fun. Oh, I was going to show you what we got in the guts of it. We've got a 60 amp Turnigy plush. Absolutely love these. These are obsolete now. I've had these for about 20 years, and I just absolutely love the Turnigy plush gear. We've got a spinning prop on it. A spinning prop. I think they're all spinning props, aren't they? Except for on the Eagle. We're flying the motor. We're flying the motor. We're flying the whole thing. What's that one called? Ah, for crying out loud. And the problem here in Oz is, and you're probably not really appreciating it now because we're getting into spring, but in winter the sun is really low, and the higher the sun goes, the hotter it gets. So summer, the sun will be up here. At the moment it's there. In winter it's got the proper nose wheel. So we're going to fly a 1700 in it, and we'll get set up and we'll be back.